Hello everyone, welcome to Kitabi Cabins. My name is Charu and today I will be recommending you books you can complete in a day. Reading short books will give you an ego boost if you are in a reading hiatus कि अभी पढ़ सकते हैं किताबें आप and it will help you somehow jump into the reading zone back again. And short books are also really great if you want to get introduced to a certain author. तो उनके short collections या short stories से start करके you can get into the actual heavy books. Personally speaking, I feel like it's more heavy of a task for a writer to write a short story which is crisp and is filled with as many as layers. क्योंकि A Little Life के 700 पेज पढ़ के मेरे को रुलाना आसान है, but can you make me cry in 60 pages? Not a sign to the universe, but yes. Let's move on to the recommendations. The first book that I want to talk about is No One Belongs Here More Than You by Miranda July. It is a collection of short stories, very bizarre tales. हर स्टोरी में कुछ भी हो रहा है and absurd is the only word to define this entire collection. If you like Love, Death and Robots, the series, you would really enjoy this book as well. Her story is a completely new story with its own idea, its own basis. अपनी ही story, अपनी ही दुनिया है इसकी भी, and it's a really nice read. The next book I want to recommend is The Grown-up by Gillian Flynn. She is the author of Gone Girl and almost similar ही vibe में ये किताब भी है. And this is one book I recommend to everyone जिसने एक भी किताब नहीं पढ़ी होती है ज़िंदगी में, because it's 60-70 pages long. ज़्यादा stick around नहीं करना पड़ेगा with your attention span as well. And it's filled with so many layers. It's a murder mystery and so well written. If you have watched the movie Gone Girl, get your hands onto this book. You will really enjoy reading it. The next book I want to recommend is Shame. If you are aware with the entire hot girl books of the Instagram wala genre, hot girl books is just a cultural capital of the world exploring womanhood and their sadness, and the books ladies like in journal. I think this is where I shine being a Gen Z. I might do a hot girl book recommendations too. Let me know in the comment section down below. The book is an intensely gripping prose. It is a very short memoir exploring this complicated idea of shame and how childhood traumas can affect the adults and how do you recover from that trauma. So another book that I want to talk about is by Mohammad Darwish. It is In the Presence of Absence. Mohammad Darwish की एक और किताब है which is Unfortunately It Was Paradise. It is not exactly short read in the sense कि आप एक बारी पढ़ के ख़त्म कर लोगे, but I can promise you that कि the author will make you fall in love with him and you will be compromising on your precious sleep to read this man. You will be highlighting the entire book and the little kid in you will be happy again. Darwish is a Palestinian poet and he's very famous on the internet with his quotes which go along like, she said, when will we meet? I said, after a year after the war ends. She said, when will the war end? I said, when we meet. Darwish की poetry में you will see this idea of homeland and exile and love along the same genres of Agha Shahid Ali, Faiz Ahmed Faiz and Ocean Vuong. अगर आप इन सबको enjoy किया है पहले पढ़ करके तो hands on to Darwish. Another book recommendation is The Housekeeper and the Professor. The story is set in Japan where a housekeeper lady is hired to work for this elderly man who is a genius in mathematics, but after some brain injury he can only remember things up to 80 minutes and every day she has to reintroduce herself and she also has a kid. So I love the entire dynamic the book has shown between the elderly man and the kid and the housekeeper lady. A great book if you just want to read a very wholesome, sweet little book without any major structure or plot in it. Next book I want to talk about is A Little Prince. Little Prince के बारे में I don't want to say anything. It's such a wholesome little छोटी सी प्यारी सी किताब. If I'll say anything, it will just give away the book. Just read the book and cry your heart out and thank me later. Another book I want to talk about is Flowers for Algernon by Daniel Keyes. The story is about a man who goes for a surgery which will make him into a genius and later he also loses the intellect that he gains. I remember reading this book in my childhood and I would definitely recommend the book. I think this was it for the video. There are so many other books क्योंकि considering that I read 100 books a year, मेरे पास बहुत ज़्यादा short books recommendations हैं. Let me know if you want a part 2 of the video and thank you for being here. Thank you for being kind and I will see you next time.